from their warehouse to your booth. If you're hand-carrying material, please make sure that the pavilion manager, which you'll see at the entrance of the International Pavilion, signs a form called Entrada de Equipo, which means equipment entry form. Without this signed form, you won't be allowed to remove the equipment after the show ends. So it's very important that you have this form signed by the pavilion manager. Chile has outlets C and L, and there are 20 volts. So ensure that you please bring the right adapters for your equipment, your devices. We'll all be landing at Arturo Merino Benitez International Airport. It's located about 15 minutes from the it's located 15 kilometers northwest of downtown. And there's transfers, Ubers, and taxis available. You can book through Transvip, or you can book your taxis beforehand if you wish. The show runs from the 22nd to the 25th, so Tuesday to Friday. It starts daily at 10 a.m. and it runs until 6 p.m., except Friday that it ends an hour earlier. Because your booths are turnkey, there's no need for you to set up or dismantle unless you're bringing some equipment. In this case, please set up your booth on Monday between 10 and 5 p.m. The event will take place at Espacio Resco, which is great news for those that were there in 2023. Espacio Resco, it's very, very well known for hosting international events. It's a 15-minute drive from the downtown area, and during the show there's more traffic, so please allow 30 to 45 minutes so that you make it on time. The address is there, Espacio Resco, it's on Avenida El Salto 5000. As you can see, there's an open area and three halls. The international hall is number 2. I've marked in red 3 circles. I don't know if people can see my mouse or not, but there's 3 circles with an R. Those are the registration areas. They're small kiosks. We'll talk about those, but please remember those 3 because I'll talk about that later on. And there's also 2 green circles. Actually, there's 3. There's 2 that are close by. Those 2 are restaurants, and then there's a food truck beside all 3. Here you'll see an area marked in red. Even though the show ends on Friday at 5 p.m., as I said, the show will be open to the public on April the 22nd. That's a Saturday. You don't need to attend, but it's open to the community so that they can promote the mining industry amongst students, and so that okay, Lara, you've got your hand raised. Yeah, I guess there's a problem.
Basically, it's there are messages that people do not see your screen.
Oh, everybody else can? So some people can see the screen and others can't. Is that the case?
I see you, but not a presentation.
Yes, same.
Same? Okay, thank you for letting me know. I'm going to stop presenting. I'll stop sharing the screen and then share again. Okay, can you see it now?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll run through them really fast again so that people can see what I was talking about. Housekeeping, that's the agenda for today. The Air Canada code, that's the contact information for the freight forwarder. That's what the electrical outlets look like. That's the map to see the distance between the international airport and the hotel areas that we've recommended, the show schedule, the venue with the address and the map. These are the, can you see the red? No, I don't see here. I don't see if you see my mouth, but anyway, Those 3 red circles, will address those in a second. Those are the registration areas, but keep in mind where they are. One is by the entrance on Avenida El Salto, and the other 2 are beside the parking lots. And then the restaurants are marked in green. This is the area. Can you see the area now that's open on Saturday? I think that's where we left off. It's open to the community so that students and family can see what their parents do. This is the International Pavilion 2. As you can see, this is where the Canada Pavilion is located. This is the main aisle, so we're located, very well located, and we're gonna have enough traffic and visibility. Whoops. Here you can find your booth. If you have a booth, otherwise we have 14 companies joining as media walkabouts, and Invest Quebec delegation, the delegation from Quebec, has 10 companies joining. And you'll also see EDC with a large area where they're going to be hosting the B2B meetings. We've created the pavilion guide. There's a link to the guide there beside the title. Those are the companies that all have already sent their profiles. If you can't see your profile here, it means that we haven't received it or that we haven't uploaded it. So please let us know if that's the case. Cindy, you've got a raised hand. I don't know if, okay, I'm allowing you to talk. If you need to talk, Cindy, you can unmute. Otherwise, I'll continue for now.
Sorry, I'm fine. I thought I lowered my hand. It was just I couldn't see your screen, but it's all fine now. Thank you.
Lovely. No, you're very welcome. And I see there's 2 others that have their hands raised. I guess it's the same issue. If not, I'm going to close it. Please let me know. Please raise it again if you need to. Thank you. Once people click on view profile, they'll see the profile. In this case, Mechanicat's sample, we have a video, their company profile, the files that they've sent that the visitors can download. And there's also a chat area where people can send messages, in this case to Braulio, and he can respond. MSTA will monitor all these chats in case they're sending you information about, I don't know, things that are not relevant or appropriate. This is a sneak peek of what the pavilion would look like. It looks professional, at least in my mind, and represents Canada. You'll see your booth. This the Canada Cafe. Please make sure you use the Canada Cafe. There's tables and chairs for impromptu meetings. You don't need to book this. They're available, and there's tea, coffee, water for everyone. Invite your clients if you want. Here you'll see other booths. This 2 that we didn't have the back wall graphics at the time, so we're showing them without graphics. We've already received all graphics, so we're good. Here you'll see EDC's 3 meeting rooms, which you'll see here better. There's a welcome area and the 3 meeting rooms, and the Canada Cafe. Okay, so for those that are planning to offer food or beverages at Expomin, all orders must be placed through the official caterer. They're not allowing any other catering company to offer or to bring in food or beverages. The exhibitor badges will be ready for you to pick up, provided you've ordered them already. If you haven't, please do so soon. They'll be ready on Saturday, as of Saturday, April the 19th. If you're a media walkabout, I have ordered the badges already. You should have received a QR code. If you haven't, please let me know. And MSTA Canada will provide lanyards that identify you as a Canadian delegate, will give you access to the Canada Cafe. And when you arrive at the show, you're going to have to show that QR code from your phone, ideally, or you can print it. If you don't have the QR code, you can find it. You can provide your passport number, and they'll print the system prints. You just scan the QR code, and a label will be printed for you that you can attach to the material that I'm going to give you on Monday. We'll talk about that in a second. The registration, this is mostly for exhibitors, not for media walkabouts. When you've registered as an exhibitor and you requested your badge, the badge will have a QR code. The email confirmation will have a QR code, and below there will be a password. You need that password in order to access this link that I'm showing here above. Once you do, you'll create your company profile, and you can upload company information, logo, upload brochures as well. And this will the purpose of this is so that all visitors can see, those that go into the Expomin website, they'll see who's registered already. And then apart from this, we have the Canada Pavilion show guide that we're promoting on social media, and we're sharing with all our contacts in Chile so that they're aware who's coming. Each exhibitor has access to 200 invitations for clients. If you're a media walkabout participant and would like to send an invitation, please let me know. There's some information that we're going to need in order to create this invitations. I would recommend that you don't share your password with your clients. It's easier to send the link and share the password, but they can share this with their colleagues, and then you're going to run out of invitations, even though 200 sounds a lot. There's a lead retrieval system. If you want to order it, those companies that do, they'll give them access through an app, and you can use your phone to scan the QR codes that will provide all the information. If you need dedicated internet service to show something on your TVs or your laptops, I would recommend that you request a wired connection. The wireless ones seem to be, there's too many people connecting at the same time, and they don't always work. Those are the costs in Chilean pesos and the equivalent in Canadian with today's FX. And as you can see, there's 3 different levels of internet service. Social events. We have packed quite a few events. One is a welcome meet and greet. That's when I'm going to be handing out the Canada lanyards, the badges to which you need to adhere your labels. When you access the show, this will be sponsored by the Harris Gomez Group, and it's at 7 p.m. on Monday. We'll confirm the restaurant's name in a few days. Then we have the official inauguration at noon-ish, because there's an official inauguration in a different room. Then the press and government officials will walk the show, and we are hoping to receive them sometime around noon. This is a great opportunity for social media for a picture to be shared on social media. And that's it. And then we have the ETM Tuesday mining, which is on Tuesday as well at 7 p.m. I'll talk about this in a second, but there's basically presentations, panel discussions, and then a networking event between Australia, Canada, Chile, and Peru. And on Wednesday, we have the networking reception. This is at the Canadian Ambassador's residence, and Gonzalo Munoz will talk about this in a few minutes. The Tuesday mining is an event where there'll be one panel session, and then there's a networking with all the delegates from Chile, Australia, Canada, and Peru. The idea is to connect other suppliers and promote innovative solutions and explore potential partnerships with distributors or allied companies. The address is there. I'll send you an invitation, a formal invitation and a link. Whoever wants to participate needs to register. Whoops. And then there's also a clean tech capability seminar, and Gonzalo Munoz is going to talk about this. And there's two B2B meeting programs, one offered by EDC. We have Steve on the call, hopefully. And the other program is run by MSDA Canada consultant. And we have Gonzalo Suez that will talk about this program in a few minutes. Lara and I will be at the show. We'll be happy to support you. Anything you need, please let us know. Send us a message or call us. We'll be there for the whole show. I'll be creating a WhatsApp group called Expomin 2025 so that we're all connected during that week. If you want to be part of this, please download the app. If you're not a WhatsApp user, you download the app and send me a WhatsApp message. I cannot add you if you're not a WhatsApp user. The idea is to be connected. If you need to find someone to have dinner with, or you'd like to introduce a company, or you forgot something at the show, please send a general message. If it's something related to something that only MSDA can help you, please send me a private message. These are the other shows that we're doing the rest of the year. Just wanted to mention that for Argentina and Australia, we can offer a rebate program, which consists of 50% of your travel and per diem. So per diem, including accommodation and meals. There's packed with activities. So let us know if any of this attracts your interest. And that's it for me. So thank you for your patience. I'm sorry you couldn't see the slides in the beginning. So next, I'd like to introduce you to Gonzalo Munoz. Gonzalo is the Mining Trade Commissioner at the Canadian Embassy in Chile. And he has an impressive track record in connecting Canadian suppliers with key players in Chile. So make sure you connect with him at the show. So it's great having you with us, Gonzalo. The floor is yours.
Thank you, Dolores. I'm not muted any longer, I think.
We can hear you, yes.
Yes, good. Well, first of all, thank you very much for the presentation and for organizing this webinar. Expomin, in this case, networking is the name of the game. Without a doubt, Chile is a mining country. It's 57% of its exports are mineral products, and it regards close to 14% of the national GDP. Now, Expomin is a large trade show, and some of you are accustomed, to the mechanics of Expomin. There are 1,300 exhibitors, and they are trying to get the attention from mining visitors. How we differentiate them? There are more than 60 Canadian mining suppliers that will be participating, and besides the activities at the Canadian Pavilion, an always attractive point for visiting and connecting, EDC, jointly with our Trade Commissioner Service, will deliver B2B meetings with representatives from 5 large mining companies operating in Chile. The mechanics will be explained later by my colleague, Christian Daroche from EDC. Antofagasta Minerals is one of the companies invited. They operate 4 large mines in Chile and is developing a copper project in Minnesota and has an exploration office in Toronto. BHP, it's the world's largest mining company, operating the biggest copper mine, Escondida, where it will invest more than 10 billion in the next decade. Then Codelco, state-owned Chilean mining corporation, which is the world's largest copper producer and operates 7 mines, underground and open pit. CMP is a leading iron producer, and Collahuasi is the 3rd largest copper producer in Chile. Connecting with these mining giants, which all have diversified technical challenges and are aiming to improve efficiency, reduce costs, and gain recognition as good corporate citizens, is what we're here for. And EDC is doing a great job in nailing down appointments for Canadian suppliers participating at Expomin. Then another important activity that we're preparing is the Mining Innovation Night. That's the name we have given, and it's a joint networking activity with the embassies of Australia and New Zealand. We host by partnering with the both other embassies, we get the attraction of local industry under competition. Canada's mining industry gets local attention. It's important to note that Chile ranks second overall in Canadian mining assets abroad, and that Canada is in fact the largest foreign investor in Chile. At this activity, we have aimed to have 300 guests, from senior mining contacts to operations professionals. Our selection of guests to be invited has been based on projects and procurement, innovation, ideally those focused on water and tailings, power, clean tech, and productivity. Another activity that's been prepared by my colleague René Plouffe, who takes care of clean tech, is precisely a clean tech in mining promotion networking breakfast. The concept is a breakfast meeting for 75 guests that will take place on Wednesday, April 23rd at between 8:30 in the morning to 10:30 at the Expomin Congress venue. So you don't have to move later to your booths. There, we estimate to have 10 to 12 selected Canadian suppliers who will be chosen by mining companies invited to participate. And the suppliers will pitch for 3 minutes, about their technology and experience to specific contacts from the invited mining companies. At the end of the presentations, there will be a networking activity where the Canadian suppliers can meet in person with the mining companies' representatives. We are also working on new innovation encounter with mining companies, BHP, but already it was mentioned by Dolores, ETM, and you already have information on that. Conclusion. Networking is the objective, and we're there to provide the necessary opportunities for you to connect with Chile's mining environment. I wish you all a great trade show with invaluable support of MSDA Canada, and please don't hesitate to contact me before or during the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Gonzalo. Next, we have Louis-Philippe Desilet from Natural Resources Canada in Arcan. He will present the key market intelligence products tailored for Expomin 2025. So welcome, Louis-Philippe.
Thank you, Dolores. Good afternoon, everyone. I just want to share my screen. Just give me a second. Can you see my?
Now we can. Do you want to make it full screen?
Yeah. Now it's I think it's
Perfect.
full screen. Okay.
It is. Thank you so much.
Well, thank you for having me this afternoon, Dolores. Good afternoon, everyone. As I said, my name is Louis-Philippe Desilet. I'm the export promotion and market intelligence lead with the Natural Resources Canada Mining International Division. Today, I have the pleasure to present 3 market intelligence products, such as the Chile Export Profile, the Mining Company Profile, and the Chile Mining Innovation Profiles. I would like to mention this profile were developed in collaboration with the Trade Commissioner Service of Global Affairs Canada. All the profile you will see today are complementary and aim to provide you, to help you to build your strategy, promotion strategy, and to inform you about your decision-making process, how to export to Chile. Without further ado, let's deep dive on each profile. Let's start first with the Chile Mining Export Profile. The purpose with this profile gives you an overview of the mining market and which mining company, Canadian and international, are operating on this mining market. Also, it provides you information about the operational challenges or sustainability challenge faced by mining company over there in the mining industry and opportunities for Canadian mining for Canadian mining supply and service companies. The last part of this this profile also give you information about the key mining project under development, offering opportunity for your companies. You have also in the profile information about the key events, who are the key players of for business development opportunities. My next slides is more about the mining innovation. Sorry, let me restart again. Let me rephrase. It's more about the mining company profile. My team developed this mining company profile that are potential buyers of Canadian technologies. My team developed profile for Codelco, Antofagasta Mineral that Gonzalo spoke about a couple minutes ago, Tech Resources, London Mining, Capestone Copper, and Enami, all big players on the Chile mining market. All these companies seeking to solve sustainability challenge with innovative technologies. Each profile give you information about their active operation, their business transformation agenda, which include innovation, sustainability, their procurement priority, what's are the specific and operational driver, what they are looking for, and at the end you have information about their code of conduct for supplier, and you have a key list of contact as well for mine. The last profile I would like to highlight today is the Chile mining innovation ecosystem profile. Who are the big players in terms of innovation? So the Chile has various components such as the Antofagasta mining cluster, the Fundación Chile expanding program. You have also the Industrial Mining Supplier Association. You have also the Industrial Association on Antofagasta and the Atacama mining clusters. Each component, this profile is provide information about each component, about what's the mission of, for example, I take the example of Antofagasta mining cluster. What's their mission? Who are the key partners? What are the key initiatives they are on their take? So all this profile you have seen on the screen provide you general information, provide you insight about mining market, challenge and opportunity for your company in Chile. I stop right there. Here's my contact if you like to contact me. I just want to thank Dolores for the opportunity to present. And I just want to mention that all the profile will be sent to Dolores and will be available for you in PDF form. So it will be really useful with you to keep with you because it's short and sweet. They are fact sheet. They will give you all the information you need to be successful at Expomin. Once again, thank you for your attention. And I wish you a really successful trade show. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Philippe. Very useful. Next, we have Anna from Invest Quebec. Anna supports Quebec companies expanding globally, and she has a deep understanding of the mining landscape in Chile. She'll walk us through the Quebec's delegation. Unfortunately, she couldn't connect as a panelist, so you won't be able to share your screen, Anna, but yes, we're happy to have you.
Okay, thank you. Can you hear me?
Yes, we can.
Okay, perfect. Thank you, Dolores. So yeah, sorry I had the technical problems. So I just wanted to introduce the Quebec delegation that is going to Expomin. I work for Investissement Québec International. I'm an advisor in the mining sector for Latin American and the US markets. And I just wanted to take a few minutes to introduce the Quebec delegation that will be going to Expomin. But just before, I just wanted to explain what is Investissement Québec for those who don't know. It is a Quebec government corporation, and we're dedicated to Quebec's economic development. And through Investissement Québec International, we support Quebec businesses with their export projects, and we prospects for FDI. And we provide a variety of service. I'm not going to go into details, but in summary, our services range from providing strategic information to identifying potential partners and organizing B2Bs with them. We also assist Quebec businesses in opening offices outside of Quebec or acquiring a foreign business. And we can do so with the help of our attachés that are on site. So there are about 30 offices in 20 countries and 6 Canadian cities. And we also do that with the help of our Canadian partners that you've seen today. And there's another service that we provide. It's the organization of trade missions. And it brings me to the Quebec delegation that is going to Expomin this year and that we are accompanying at Expomin this year. So 10 Quebec companies are going to Expomin, and my colleague Margarita and I will be there to support them, and we look forward to meeting you all there. Thank you.
Lovely. Thank you, Anna. We're also thrilled to have Christian Daroche from Export Development Canada, EDC. EDC is our trusted partner in helping Canadian companies succeed internationally. And Christian will outline the B2B program, how to maximize your meeting schedule during Expomin. So it's a pleasure having you with us today, Christian. The floor is yours.
Okay, muchas gracias, Dolores. I will try to share my screen. Let me see if I think it's okay, no? It's showing the content.
Yes.
Do you see my? Okay.
Yes, we can. Thank you.
Super. Let me. We have because we use Teams. We don't use Zoom, so we're having some technical issues. But I'm trying to. Yeah. Okay. So basically, as you know, EDC is a crown corporation, and our role is mainly to support Canadian exporters financially with bonding and insurance, but also we do trade creation in coordination with the different Canadian players, the embassy, the different organizations you see today. So the first slide show our program. We have these MOUs with large 5 international buyers from Chile and also from Peru and different countries. As Gonzalo mentioned, in Chile there are 5. The largest ones are our clients, and we have this MOU on collaboration and best effort to consider Canadian vendors. So basically, the focus of our program is very is focused on the challenges that these buyers present to us on a regular basis. So basically, as Gonzalo said, also the main focus is on processing, water management, clean tech, decarbonization, digitalization, advanced manufacturing, etc., etc. So mainly sustainable mining and technology and innovation. So those are the topics. Those are the clients we have globally, but also in Chile: Escondida, Codelco, Coyahuasi, AMSA, CMP, as Gonzalo described them very well. And we have different ways to connect with our clients in market events like Expomin, Exponor also previously. Also, we do organize inbound missions to Canada or to Chile. And yes, but basically we have a direct line of contact with these different teams. For example, in Codelco, we talk to water teams, tailing teams, innovation teams, technology teams, supply teams. So we have that direct conversation with them, and also Gonzalo, of course, is also supporting us on those efforts. For the Expomin in particular, we have, as Dolores mentioned, we have three rooms. So we have three tables, and the idea of this is to do the bilateral meetings with these 5 large buyers. We already sent them the promotion list where we included every one of you is included in that list. So now waiting for the buyers to select the companies based on their priorities and who is representing them at the show. So that will be from Tuesday to Friday from 9 a.m. and 5:30 p.m. So that so in the next days we'll be sending you guys confirmation of meetings, and hopefully that fit your schedule. And I know you have different activities, but this is one of them. I'm happy to contribute with this B2Bs on behalf of Canada. Our team from Canada will be also participating, so we'll have Steve Goodman that couldn't connect because of technical issues, because we don't use Zoom. Bridget also and Dominique will be visiting Chile, and myself, based in Santiago, will be also participating at the show. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Christian. And next we have our on-the-ground experts, Veronica Medina and Gonzalo Suez, with their MSTA Canada's dedicated consultant, both in Chile and in Peru. And they have extensive experience coordinating B2B programs. We've been working with them for quite a while and known each other for 20 years. And they'll dive into the logistics to ensure that you're fully prepared for your meetings. So, Gonzalo, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Dolores. Well, hello, everyone. As Dolores said, I'm Gonzalo Suez. I'm project director at Business Hub, an international business consultancy and advisory firm, where we support companies and government institutions in their expansion efforts, providing market studies, organizing trade missions, and arranging B2B matchmaking. We have organized more than 100 trade missions, and we have assisted around 2,500 companies worldwide. And we've been working in the mining industry for 20 years. Well, Veronica more than me. We've been doing market studies and arranging B2B meetings for clients for the mining industry. We have participated in Expomin, Exponor, Perumin, and other mining events for several years. And for this year, we're helping several Canada companies. So, well, thank you for joining the Expomin program. As Dolores mentioned, we'll be in charge of organizing the meetings for you in the Canadian pavilion within Expomin. We have decided to set the meetings start every day from 10:30 a.m. onwards due to the car traffic during those days. Because it happened in previous events that you establish or you organize a meeting at 9, and sometimes the Chilean companies cannot arrive due to the car traffic. So we have decided to set the meetings from 10:30 a.m. onwards. And we always have a plan B in case the Chilean companies cannot attend your organized meetings. It's also important that you can also walk through the show and maybe identify additional companies you're interested in connecting with. And we can help you connect with those companies if you require our assistance. Our team will be there to assist you with anything you might need during those days. And if you need any recommendations about anything, restaurants, we'll be there to help you. And well, if you have any question, please don't hesitate to contact me or Veronica. We're really looking forward to your arrival. Veronica, I don't know if you want to add anything.
Hi, Gonzalo, and hi, everyone. So, yes, just to say hello to everyone. I think a lot of people on the call know me, know Gonzalo. As he mentioned, we will be there with a team to support you during the meetings. You've all been in contact with Gonzalo with regards to the meetings that you want and the profile of the executive that you want to meet with. So the team is working on that specific agenda. And we'll be sending, that update soon. And again, I think there's some clients that we've worked with many years now, what we call kind of repeat offenders. It's wonderful to have you back at the show, and we look forward to working with you.
Lovely.
Thank you. Please, Dolores.
No, thank you, Veronica, and thank you, Gonzalo. And finally, last but not least, we're joined by Harris Gomez. He's the founder of Harris Gomez Group, which is a legal and business advisory firm that specializes in helping international companies operate successfully in Latin America. And Harris will share the key legal and business considerations to help you navigate the Chilean market with confidence. So it's great to have you with us,
Thank
Harris.
you. Thank you, Dolores. Can you hear me okay?
Yes, we can.
And you can see the presentation? Fantastic.
We can. Perfect.
Well, thank you. Look, it's always a bit of a challenge being the last speaker after all those great talks there, and definitely you're in very good hands, the delegates. We've been doing this for a very long time. Just give you a bit of background, as Dolores said, we'll be covering the legal side of things more than anything else. The presentation is quite in-depth, but we're not going to go through it all, obviously, today. But we said to Dolores, we want you to, the spirit of is for you to take something away and have a look at it. So I'll be very brief. So the overview to the entering the market, obviously entering is we're using the word very loose because some might have already been, already doing business with Chile. Others are just starting out. Others, maybe got distributor and so forth. So we weren't sure about our audience. So we try to capture as much as we can. So I will talk to you about some of the key things. If I can get my next, there we go. So basically, this is what the presentation pack includes. Obviously, we're not going to go through that, but if there's anything there that I have missed or you need more detail, please ask Dolores and her team for our details, and on a no obligation basis, more than happy to answer those questions. So just really quickly about us, so you know who we are. We've been in the market for a long time. We specialize in the METS industry from a legal perspective. So we know the industry very well. You probably detect a bit of an Australian accent. I also sit on the Expomin board. I should disclose that, but we've got a long relationship with the MSTA. So we've been in the market for a while. Now entry options, again, I won't go through all that, but typically that's what from the last sort of 25 years plus in doing business in Chile and the region, these are the type of models that you may consider, because people come to us and say, look, what's the best model? Now, it depends on obviously on the needs, but I think that sums it up nicely. Again, the life cycle of companies entering Chile, this is something we developed over the years, over the decades. Again, depends where you are in that life cycle. Something good to take away and say, hang on, I'm actually a bit more matured in Chile, and maybe I want to go into Peru or other countries, Brazil. I want to take on Brazil now. So it's quite interesting to see where you are. And that life cycle obviously extends to the 8 steps. And then the roadmap, again, very quickly, the process. People say to me, does it take a long time to do business in Chile or set up a company and operate? Well, it shouldn't. And we've provided some timelines there. Again, all the way through to stage 6. Now, one case study that we wanted to sort of present to you, we're starting to see clients use this, especially with all the uncertainty in the market. It's sort of the egg or the chicken. So, and what I mean by that is clients of ours have been saying, well, I really need to be in Chile. I really need to be there. It's a mining hub, and it's one of the markets that we need to be there, but I haven't got a contract yet. How do I do it? And I don't want to start setting up a company, and you hear about these soft landing or full setups, but obviously there's a cost associated. So we've got this kind of case study or offering that we've been helping a lot of our clients from, not just from Canada, but from Australia, even from Europe, where we call it a soft launch. And essentially it's basically very little risk, if any, and you have a presence in the market. So it basically gives you a bit of exposure, a bit of branding, and it tells the market that you're there, you're serious, you put your flag down. And I guess for all those in the room, the experts in the room, they'll tell you that once you have that flag on the ground with a Codelco, with a BHP Chile, Anglo-American, so forth, a tech, they will take you a bit more serious. Okay, they look you up. Oh, they've got an address. Oh, they've got some presence, and then you can scale up. So they're the kind of areas that services that we can assist you with. We've done that successfully already for others. So it's there. I just wanted to leave that with you, because sometimes, again, it's that egg or the chicken. How do I do this? Additional soft launch services, obviously, could be a bit deeper. You might want to hire people and so forth, and we can take care of the legals. Again, just our objective, but given time. Now, I won't get too much into the legals, because it can be a bit deep, but it's definitely, once you start transacting with Chile, understand the tax regimes between Canada and Chile. And thankfully, Canada is a very open country. Chile is so same. There is a double tax agreement there. There's a free trade agreement. It's been around since 1997 with Canada. So there's a lot of history there. So benefit from that. Get some understanding on that. And even if it's just selling from Canada. Again, trademarks are very important. I thought I'd highlight this point because a lot of you are exhibiting at Expomin. And I'm not trying to put the fear of God in you. I guess it's probably the lawyer in me. We're always thinking the worst case scenario, but please make sure you have your brand trademark in Chile. A lot of our clients say, I've got a trademark around the world. Doesn't exist. You have to go pretty much to each country, especially in Latin America. So my view would be to make sure you just get it registered first, and then rather than start handing out your brochures and your brands all over Expomin sites. And unfortunately, we've seen people take advantage of that. So just do as simple as that. And the cost is like under $1,000. So before you do anything else, again, a bit more detail about the actual IP protection. And this is one of my last slides. Again, practical tips. Just going back onto that point about having that local presence is very important. Incorporate a company, it doesn't have to be difficult or expensive. It can be quite efficient if it's properly done and set up. The shareholders and the owners can all be sitting in Canada. Chile is actually very open like that. So you don't need to have a local Chilean to be your partner, like in countries or jurisdictions like Indonesia. Those who do business in Indonesia, you need to have a local partner with a shareholding. In Chile, it's not like that. 100% owned and controlled by Canadians. The banking system, unfortunately, in Chile can be a bit frustrating, and it's just they're very strict, very conservative. So just bear that in mind. Not like in Canada, you can open a bank account pretty much on the same day. I already talked about trademark. Hiring employees, I've just wanted to pause there for a second. It's just the labor codes in Chile are very strict. So you need to have an agreement in place. The law does back, it's very pro employee. When you negotiate a contract, for example, in Chile and most of Latin America, you negotiate it on net, not gross. I know sometimes in Canada, when you're hiring someone, you sort of package it all up and say, there's your gross. No, it's net. So if you throw someone a figure $5,000 a month, they're going to be thinking, the Chilean, I'm getting $5,000 in the pocket. No, that you need to gross it up. So things like that. And like I said, the laws are very strict. Accounting, very important. Make sure you have your ducks in a row. Again, we can recommend, we can provide those services, but bookkeeping in particular is something that we can recommend other parties too. So know that well. And again, just quickly, we just, some of our sort of clients that we've helped, very strong Mets, very recent testimonials that we've been helping. One is ISG, as recent as just March 25th. And then there's a couple of others, happy to give some more. So we're in this space, we're happy to help. And like I said, we'll be there floating around. I know you can't see others, but I do have Carla Lopez on the call. She's our practice lead there in Chile. I'm sitting at the moment in Lima, but I will be there. And we've got Camila Godoy too. So hopefully I didn't take too much time, but there was a lot to unpack, Dolores, but at least it's there. So any questions later on, feel free to ask me or our team.
Lovely. I have a question for you. You mentioned the trademark. Would it be too much to ask if I share the list of all exhibitors? Would you be able to identify those that have not been registered in Chile so that we can recommend that they do this?
Absolutely. I mean, that information is public, so it's not like
okay.
It's there. It's in the public domain. That sort of makes it a bit accessible to other parties that have to come with not good intentions, so to speak. So yes, I think that's a great idea. we can, you feel free to share that to the members, and that's what it's about. It's making it easy and supporting the delegates, through the process and making sure that it's a good business.
Lovely. Thank you so much. Thank you, Harris.
Thank you.
We're going to go through a Q&A. We only have 5 more minutes. Someone asked if laptops are equipments that have to be declared. Not in the past, but what I'll do is I'll ask as soon as I get to the show, and I'll share this information on the WhatsApp group. So please make sure you're connected to WhatsApp so that we can share this type of information on the go. And anybody else has a question? There were a few that I said I was going to send information separately because they were very about registering companies and etc. So I'll contact you directly for those. I will arrive 2 a.m. and I will be able to get, yes, you can, sorry, I'll read the question. I will arrive at 2 a.m. on the 22nd and will be able to get the badge later. Yes, as soon as you arrive to the show, print your label, show your QR code, print your label, and I'll give you the lanyard within in the Canada Cafe. Anybody else? Okay, if there's no other questions, I'd like to thank you all for being here, being so patient. We'll be sharing, there's another question. Yes, we will be sharing all the presentations after this call. We'll send a recording. I have to download this recording, test it, and then share it. And yes, you'll have access to all this information later on. There's one more question. It's amazing. Okay, thank you so much, Bertira. So, well, thank you for joining. Have a wonderful trip to Santiago. I'll see you there. We'll be waiting for you. And anything you need, please let us know. Remember to join the WhatsApp group. Last minute things we won't be able to send emails during the show. So WhatsApp message is the easiest means of communication.
Thanks.
Please, the WhatsApp number. Yes, R. Sanchez, would you please, you want my, okay. My phone number for those that want to send me a WhatsApp message is 1 for Canada and then 647-281-6255. This number is on one of the slides, so you'll all have access to this, but I'll repeat it, 647-281-6255. So I guess that's it. If there's any other questions, I'll count to 3. 1, 2, and 3. I guess that's it. So thank you very much for all the panelists, for all the delegates for joining. It was a pleasure seeing you all, and I look forward to seeing you in Santiago.
Thank you, Dolores.
Thank you, Dolores.
You're
Thank you,
very
everyone.
welcome.
Thank you, Dolores.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, team.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Safe travel. Safe travels.
Bye-bye.